much it seems like they're understood, then why again do we have so many homeless? You can't tell me all of them have a mental illness that makes them say,
that
you know
choose
what,
to be homeless.
that choose to be homeless. I'm not saying that some of them do um not want to be on the street. Like that's a conscious decision that they're making where they feel maybe they don't want to be under that restriction of you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to follow these rules in order to get the housing or whatever they're offering. But it's not that many. I refuse to believe that.
I just feel like I don't know the process of when you leave the military. Like, how does that go? As far as your benefits, I would love to know step by step, but with the numbers that you said, it goes to show something's not right.
Yeah.
With the system. Something's not right. These people are serving our country. They're coming
I'll be the first
back.
to say Michelle ain't signing up for nothing.
And absolutely
I ain't
not.
fighting. I ain't trying to die for them.
Yeah. And they're coming back with the PTSD, the loss of limbs, just the mental.
Yeah, because we don't know what they saw. We don't know what they endured over there.
Endure. And for them to even have to come home and to question, will I have anything?
Or maybe we don't know their circumstance. Maybe they came back, had a place, and then ended up losing their place because they couldn't find a job or somebody wouldn't hire them or whatever. Because we don't know. I mean, I know I don't.
Yeah.
Again, if you're a veteran or you know someone who is, give us a call, 215-909-6070. YouTubers on YouTube Live, Sador Radio. Shoot us a question. You can type it in and we'll address that question or your statement.
Let us know if we're saying something that's not correct, because like I said, I don't really know the ins and outs of how they do when they come home, the benefit aspect of it. But I feel like these people should always be put up on a pedestal, should always have the services that they need.
Especially if you had an honorable discharge.
Exactly. Because there's so many that's coming home that's not making it home. Let's just say that. Let's talk about the ones that don't make it home.
Yeah.
So if you do, you serve this country in any type of way, something has to change. The system is not right with that. And again, I would love to have a veteran come on the show. Don't have to be Veterans Day, because I salute you guys every day. Every day. It doesn't take for me to wait for Veterans Day. But if I had a veteran that would love to come on the show, get in contact with us, reach out to us. And, to let us know, what is it? What do you think needs to change? Because your voices may not be, being heard. They may not have, I don't know. It hasn't touched the right people yet. The system. We need to redo the system. Sometimes, what I'm finding with the judicial system and different things that we have in place, we are afraid of change. We are afraid of admitting that what may have worked in the 80s
years ago,
or the 70s, no longer works. It no longer works. As times change, things change, and we have to, get a hold on it.
At least be open-minded about it. I definitely believe that. Entertain a change. It should be a conversation piece on the table, and not just shut down as soon as somebody suggests, let's talk about it.
Exactly. Something
can't hurt. A conversation can't hurt.
No.
Because the ability to stop it is always available. Absolutely. But when we start being closed-minded to a conversation, and we don't even know where it could lead, we may learn something. We may teach someone else. And as soon as we start shutting things down, then we can't grow as people.
Right. Absolutely.
And that should be our focus point every single second of the day. How do I grow as a person? And ultimately, can I help someone else grow?
Right. And it starts with us. Like, things in the world won't change if we don't make a change. And admit that some things are not working. It has to be tweaked a little bit. We have to make changes. And with the everything that's going on in the world today and so much evilness, you automatically see that what we have in place is not working.
Yeah.
So with the kids, the shootings, the killings, your kids are not even safe in college. We've had a couple deaths recently in college. I mean, and then I don't get me wrong. When I was growing up, we heard about things that went on in college, but these kids are getting killed in college. You are sending your children to college, and these are not mediocre colleges. These are not some of the this is some of the right. These are some of the best, and these kids are losing their lives in college.
I mean, we can't even send our kids to our neighborhood schools.
Oh wow, absolutely.
I mean, I would hope that y'all have heard the news, at least if you didn't see it for yourself, but overheard a conversation about the latest killings of these babies, 10-year-olds. Mm-hmm. What was that? The little girl was what? How old was she? I want to say 4, but I'm not sure. But the senseless killings, drive-by shootings, and kids are getting caught up.
Yeah.
In drive-by shootings by family members.
And we are making it okay, and it's not okay. It's not okay that you pull a gun and you shoot broad daylight. If the child is a block away, 2 blocks away, bullets travel. They travel. So it not only could be a child, elderly people. What about people that have elderly people that have to walk to the store? Daycares. They take kids on walks. So you mean to tell me that it's not safe for a daycare center to take these kids on walks? Because you have these monsters that have no respect. No respect for human beings. And it's okay to start shooting broad daylight. I'm not understanding.
There used to be a time back in the day, and I don't believe I'm that old or I'm so far removed, that when you saw elderly people, senior people, it was like, yo, let's get our stuff right. Like all the foolishness we may have been doing was shut down as soon as you saw, oh, hold up, here comes such and such.
We're not going to
such and such.
We're not
or even if you didn't know who they were, you could tell that they were of age. An older age where it just automatically straightens you out. And you went, you be tapping like, yo, pulling together. And then they would walk past and you would greet them and say, good morning, ma'am, or good morning, sir, whatever time of day you respect was given automatically.
Exactly.
So that's why I say, I hate to say I'm that old or so far removed that the idea or the thought of that just no longer exists.
What I think it is too is that we have become comfortable with watching certain things happen, and we talk about it a little bit and then it just fades away. These guns that's coming over into our cities, and this is coming from, we don't have the knowledge nor the money to buy the guns that these people are getting a hold of. So these are the higher ups that we need to get at and to make a change. Because there's no way in the world AK-47s and certain guns are being put in the inner cities. And where's the gun control?
But this is just how deep it is. We were just talking about Harriet and slavery. And we still in slavery.
We are.
Just how they're able to put drugs in the inner communities, put these guns. We're killing ourselves. We're killing each other. That is a form of slavery.
Exactly. Our brains.
They themselves are just no longer doing it to us. We're helping them do it. We're doing it to each other, so they no longer have to do it. All they need to do is, yo, listen. They have conversations. we ain't got to do it no more.
No.
All we got to do is put it in the community and have them turn against each other. And we no longer have to be held accountable. Let them kill themselves, whether it be by guns, whether it be by drugs. We're killing ourselves. It is another form of slavery. And until we begin to see that as a community, then we can't even begin to stop. We can't even begin to try to stop, to address it, to say, hold up. I'm not allowing that, because again, we don't hold that kind of power or that kind of money to import that stuff into our communities. We don't.
No. And instead of us fighting one another, we need to be fighting the government. Saying we allowing these guns. We won't allow. You want to take people and put them in camps and tell them they shouldn't be over here, but you're allowing guns to get over here. I'm more scared of the guns than the people. You know, it's a way of doing everything. Everybody around election time always want to talk about what can we do to make it a safer place. Nobody's putting the footwork in. Because once the election is done, it's back to where it was before the election happened. As of right now, it has been so many children and females and kids, period, losing their lives. It is ridiculous. There's no way that this should not be the topic of everybody's radio station, everybody's newsroom, everywhere, on where are the guns coming from and how are they getting into these cities.
Yeah.
Why are we not questioning it? Why are we not doing anything on it? But you know what they want to do? Then they want to start pointing the fingers. Well, y'all using them. Okay. And we're sick on that end, because again, like you said, it's the slave mentality that puts us against one another. But let's start at the head of the table. The government, what are they doing to stop these guns from coming over here? Why are AK-47s making the streets? Why is it that you can walk in a Chinese store and buy a gun? Why?
No questions asked.
Why are you on the internet?
Wasn't it on the news a couple of weeks ago where a guy walked into a store, bought a shotgun, came home and killed the whole family?
Absolutely.
And had a history of mental illness.
Exactly.
Like, what?
And I didn't know. See, and it changes everywhere. But my thing is this: if you don't have a gun permit, you should not be able to buy a gun. I didn't know that you were able to do that.
You can go buy a gun.
See, because I'm not a gun.
Because person. You don't have to carry it outside. See, the permit is for you to carry it out on the street.
I think that's ridiculous.
But if I want to just have a gun in my home, I can go buy a gun. But the question is, by the time I leave the store to go home,
don't know what we're doing.
Can I go off?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just asking. There's a time from the store to the time I get in the house.
So what kind of background checks are being done? When you go purchase a gun, is it that easy? Oh, okay.
Okay, so we have a caller.
We're going to take this call.
Hi, welcome to Keeping It Real with Hands Off with Vet and Shell. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear. Yeah, I hear you loud and clear.
Hi.
The question, how y'all doing? Let me correct myself. How's the panel doing?
We're great.
We're great. Thank you.
Okay, that's nice. To answer the question that the young lady was just saying about the government, why isn't that an issue when you run for president? It's because it's a big business.
Okay.
It's designed to go that way. You know. Have any of y'all ever heard of that guy named Willie Lynch?
Yes.
Okay, you remember what Willie Lynch said? He said if you place fear in them, it will last for generations, generations. And that's what's happening now. You know, they will never be able. They'll lobby against drug control, but they will never stop it because it's targeted at one particular set of people, and that's us.
So do you think we should just lie still, or should we make some noise? This is what I'm trying to figure out. What is it going to take if we can't stop it? What can we do to put things in place where they're not so accessible?
all we can continue to do is just to fight. We got, as they say, the squeakiest wheel get the best results.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we just have to keep doing it. We just have. I mean, it should be more brothers at the forefront dealing with this situation than more so than the woman. But it's because the children is being taken away, and you know, moms is always there.
Right.
Moms are always there.
Right.
You know, and this design where though that you know the African American man is either incarcerated or not in the family. You know, it's designed that way. It doesn't happen by accident.
Right.
You know?
But being that we know that, and let me not say that. Let me rephrase that statement. Some of us know that. Because like I said earlier, I spoke about it's all about a slavery mentality, and you brought up the whole lynch thing, and that's so true. But how do we, if it's big business, which it is, how do we sit on such a minimal level to really create a change? Because if we think about how big this thing is, I present the question, can we change it?
Right.
I believe we can. I believe that what we have to do is we have to hold our politicians to what they say they want to do. We got to hold them accountable for that. You know, they come out to try to get our vote.
Yep.
But this is our agenda. This is our agenda. We want the guns to come off the street. You know.
Right.
And like you said, we don't bring them guns. It costs too much money to bring that over here.
Yeah, we don't have that kind of money.
Exactly.
But yeah, we kill one another. You know what I mean? And it's sad.
But that's this whole slavery thing.
We have to get after our politicians. You know.
But let me ask you this. I agree with the politician things, but what effectiveness can we have addressing politicians when we can't even come together as a group? Should we not even start first with our immediate families and then spread that out to other families? And then once we become more strong, because see, they can easily knock us down when it's like 50 of us. They can ignore us. That was just 50. We have a big following, a huge following, that if we truly come together as a group, they can't shut us down. But we tend to fall apart. We can start strong as a group, but then it's that whole slavery mentality. I'm now going to turn you against you. And if I am the leader, then it's going to be, oh, I'm going to get somebody else to go up against the leader because I don't want you to be the leader. I don't want to be a follower. Everybody can't be the leader. Somebody has to say, yo, let the leader be the leader, and I'm going to be a good follower. Because at the end of the day, we don't lose focus on what our goal is, what our agenda is. And if this person is leading us to this, let's not let that jealousy and that immature mentality get in the way. And that is what I think, before we even address politicians, we got to come together as a whole first.
I kind of sway. I agree partly with that. And the reason why, because see, politicians, when they out there trying, they come up there with this, I call them window dressing politicians. They know exactly what to say at the right time. You know what I mean?
Wait, what you call them?
Window dressing politicians.
That's right. That's right.
But we need to, and I understand that we have to come together, and which I'm for that. I'm for that. You know what I mean? But it took generations and generations for us to get in this position, and it's going to take that amount of time for us to come out. But we have to start somewhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? We have to start somewhere. And I believe like this, the race to the swift or the fast is to the one that can endure to the end. So we have to hold on. We have to step fast. We have to, we just cannot give up. We just cannot, even though, you know, it's some light at that tunnel, you know, and believe it or not, you know, that women is always in the forefront. But now it's about time for the men to come up forth and do what we have to do.
What do you think happened that the men just backed down and gave up? Because I feel like
I don't think that they gave up. I think that, you know, they've been broken. They've been broken.
Okay.
You know, because you got some strong black men. You know what I mean? Some of them be out there by themselves. You know, and they go, well, look, I'm gonna give up because I'm just out here by myself. That's the wrong attitude to have. You know.
But are they by themselves, Or is it just the mentality that for whatever reason, life situations has made them believe that they are by themselves?
That could be a part. That could be a part.
Mm-hmm. So again, as a whole, as a culture, I'm constantly saying that we are failing each other. I don't know what it's going to take. Like right now, our city is in a crisis, and I tell people all the time, I'm starting with Philadelphia because this is where I was born and raised. This is most likely where my grandchildren and my children, they'll raise their kids. So my concern is Philadelphia at this point, but I just feel like as a whole, we're not realizing the crises that we're going through. It's beginning to be the norm to see a child shot or a mother being killed or a son. Exactly. It's like you see it on the news, you see it on Instagram. I've always told my son friends, if he was to die today or tomorrow, you're not allowed to wear a t-shirt. And they always would be like, why? Because I don't want you to wear a t-shirt. What I want you to do is to live right. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That t-shirt is not going to make me feel better. I want you to realize the impact of losing my son, how it impacted our family and our community as losing another Black child. I lost a nephew last year, and for senseless things. And we had 1 million people come out. But did that take the pain away from us? Absolutely not. His mother is living with this pain every day because of just not caring and it being allowed. It's the norm to say that word, you're a rat. I'm so sick of it. I think it's disgusting. Yeah. I feel like when these young guys are walking down with their pants down to the sagging to their butts, that nobody's saying to them, pull your pants up. Put a belt on.
Do you know where that started from?
No, tell us. I think I do. Let me say that. I think I do.
That's a prison thing. When you have your pants like that, you let them know that you're available.
Correct. That's what I heard.
Wow.
So then if that is what we know to be true,
why is it accepted?
So then how did that come out onto the street? And it just be so freely acceptable? Is there a different code? That it's one code in prison, and then once it hit the street, it was a different code? Because I don't understand.
There's no different code.
So all of these young men that I see understand the truth of how they wear their pants and are comfortable with the advertising.
I don't think they know. I don't think they know that that's what that was about. I don't think they know.
Well, so, we need to put that out there then.
I feel like too, it's a lot of children that don't have fathers, for whatever reason. And we sometimes women, I've heard a lot of women say, I've raised my son, I've done a great job. I feel like at a certain time in their lives, they need a medal. Mm-hmm. As a mother, you can carry them to a certain point. And I've had women argue me down like, I've done a wonderful job.
You can't teach them how to be a man. But you cannot
teach them how to be a man.
We don't know. I don't care what life experiences that we as women have been through. I don't care how close you were with any male. Mm-hmm. You do not know what it is to be a man. Yeah. You don't know. And I'm not saying every man goes through the same thing or have the same thoughts or the same feelings, right? Because it changes. But as women, we can relate to certain things. Mm-hmm. We all can as women. Certain things we all can say, yo, you know what? I had that experience. I did. And then we venture off on our individual ways. But we need a man to teach a young boy growing up how to be a man. Because I could say all day, every day, I want a real man as a woman, but I say that statement, what is a real man?
Exactly. And I think once...
What is a real man?
Huh. That's another whole show. Don't you start that now.
What do you think a real man is?
I don't have one definition.
I don't know. I can say what society, what media tells us, a man is supposed to be a protector. A man is supposed to
be a provider.
I mean, that's like the basic. A man, if you protect me, you shouldn't be abusive to me mentally, physically, emotionally.
You want to be safe.
I want to be safe.
A woman wants to be safe.
Right.
With a man.
Right.
Yeah.
So I just think once these men, like once the men get out here in these communities, myself, I'm a woman. I know we can't do but so much, but I feel like it's time for the men to get back into these
step up
and to step up.
They
have to know
in
that
a positive
these shootings and these killings is not okay. And if it does happen, we have to stop as families. When you have a shooter in your family who takes someone's life, stop being okay with it and stop protecting that person. If you take someone's life, and it goes on, you see it in the courtrooms every day. Your son is a stone killer and killed 10 people, but you want to get up there and talk about how wonderful of a person he is. Stop it. Baby. Yeah, let's keep it real. It's not that. We have to say what it is and mean what it is. If you have a child and you know your child is in the streets doing wrong, you need to do something about it.
Or because they grown, I might not be able to do something, but accept
I'm not going to play
that my child is it and not be a protector of it. Not make it seem like it's oh baby, you need a safe house, come stay here. No, you're not bringing that here.
No.
Especially if I didn't raise you in that lifestyle. You're not bringing this drama to my house. You're not bringing, we ain't in the wild, wild west.
How can you sleep at night?
See, and that's the point. See, the parents accept that because whether it's good money coming in, you have to no, you're not doing this yet.
Nope.
That's where it all starts, right there.
I myself was never a person and always told my son, whatever wrong you do in the streets, keep it in the streets. I don't want to know about it. I'm not playing a part in it. I don't want no brand new car. I don't want none of that. If you ain't working a 9 to 5 and you ain't a superstar, I don't want it. See, I don't believe in dirty money. I believe when you open that door as a parent, then you got to be open to a whole lot of other stuff that come with it. And I have never been that type of parent that I'm not okay with it. I'm not. I'm just, and I see it every day that these parents are okay knowing your son ain't had job the first and driving around in a 2019 Benz and you smiling and he
that's my baby.
But then when somebody run up in your home and kill you and your son, or you might live and kill your son, then you the first one crying.
And you knew the whole time. You ain't that naive.
You knew the whole time. Like, I'm sick of them type of parents. I feel like we have to do better with our parenting. I think our parenting skills, a lot of us have fell off. I really do. I feel like no parent should have to.
What's sad for a parent, what's sad for a mother, is that when she see a child get murdered, get killed, or go to jail, that's a very painful thing for any parent, but especially for a mother.
Exactly.
Because I have seen the look for many, because I dealt with the prison society. And I see the looks. I would go to court. I see the looks on the parents. They be like heartbroken.
Yes.
Heartbroken. I remember years ago that my ex-wife, my grandson, he's step grandson, but he's my grandson. He was like 4 years old, and this one particular weekend that me and my wife had him, and his mother had to go to work, and he knew that he was going home to her boyfriend, and he like performed. And I told my wife, well, let's just keep him. She said, no, he got to get the chance to stay with me. Make a long story short, he brutally murdered this kid. When we went to court, I'm getting when the lady talk about the parents. When we went to court, the mother was asking the judge that her son come home because he missed him. He was only, I think he was 17.
Wow.
At the time, the judge said, she said, Miss, you have a grieving family over here. He said, your son didn't just murder this child. He brutally murdered this child. I mean, it was so sad. The saddest thing to see a little coffin.
Yes.
That kind of activity has to stop. I believe that women, when in relationship with brothers, make sure that your child is safe. Don't bring around your child at a very early stage. Get to know who this person is.
Get to know their family, their histories.
Children aren't asked to be here.
Exactly.
And we are the number one protectors of our children.
Exactly.
But I love the strength in all you. I see a lot of strength, coming from,
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, caller.
I was just listening back into the conversation. I was just, just listening, because I was smiling while I'm listening.
Oh, thank you so much. And thanks for calling in.
Oh, yeah, I'll be listening to y'all.
Oh, good.
Okay, well, we definitely appreciate it, and we hope you continue to listen, because we're about to get into some other topics that I'm quite sure that you would like to call back in and comment. So,
thank you so much.
Hopefully we hear a little bit later from you.
Okay, y'all enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
Too.
All right, you
All
too.
Right. Bye. All right, y'all. So we just wanted to talk a little bit about the crime and the history of just, like, I don't know, society. It just threw me off a little bit, because when you start talking about kids, it's just so touching and sentimental. But we have to understand that we gotta step up. We gotta do better. We have to do better. We have to do better by our children. We have to do better in life, period. We just have to do better. And right now, Philadelphia is not looking too good. And I just ask that everybody keep the little baby that was 10 years old. I know his family. I know his dad very well. A good family. Keep this baby in prayer. Pray that he comes out of this and that he's okay and he can play as a normal child, because after all is said and done and the wounds healed, the psychological aspect of this happening to him, this is something that he will have to live with forever. And I just think it's so unfair. I'm just so angry right now. I send my love to the family. They know I love them dearly, dearly, dearly. I sent the message to his dad. I just want him to be strong and to know that, we here, and anything that we could do, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Some things just have to change, and we can't be afraid to fight for change. So no matter who we have to go up against, no matter how long it takes for the city of Philadelphia, we have to do it. And y'all just be mindful when you are voting. I did not vote, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I did not vote this last election, and I did not vote because I'm not comfortable with anybody that's running. Anybody that's running. When I see the numbers of the shootings and the murders that's going on, and I see the numbers of the kids that's being violated, and I see poverty on a high level, I'm not feeling anybody. So you have to make me a believer for me to cast a vote. I'm just not doing it. I'm tired of being, if you don't vote, you ain't right. You're not a good citizen. It's not right to vote for somebody that you don't know. And that you don't believe in, because you're a Democrat or you're a Republican, whatever.
Because sometimes when we do that, just on the fact, we make a wrong decision.
Absolutely.
Oh, well, you're black, or you're a woman, or you a Democrat. Hold up, what else you standing on?
It's deeper than that to me at this point in time in my life. I want change. I want my city of Philadelphia to be the city that I ride down the street and see little girls jumping rope again. I see the hopscotch marks instead of the tape and the bullet holes. I want to see dodgeball being played again. I want to see the hula hoops not being used for decorations for the party event planning businesses that's going on. I want to see the city of Philadelphia
on where the child got murdered, teddy bears, and
I want to see my city become the city that I grew up in, where kids could sell lemonade. Okay,
and
this is what I'm fighting for.
Nothing dangerous put in the lemonade. It's all right to drink it.
Thank you. So until then, I'm not okay with the way things are going, and these politicians got a lot of work. And I hope and pray that whoever is elected, who has been elected and the next president that we get, that they mean business and stop with the foolery. Enough is enough of blowing smoke up our butts and making us believe something just to cast or to get a vote. I'm over that. I want to see change. So to all the mothers out there that's sitting with their children, hug and kiss your children, because you don't know. They could be going to school tomorrow and end up in a hospital from a random shooting that happened a block away, or wherever the case may be. And if that doesn't touch you, then something is wrong with you. If you're a mother today sitting home with your children and don't feel like that you're willing to come out to a rally or come out and fight for change, then something is wrong. Something is definitely wrong.
And on that note, y'all, we're going to take a quick little 10-minute break. Again, you're listening to Keeping It Real with Hands Off, SadorRadio.com, YouTube Live, Sador Radio, and we'll be back in 10 minutes. Okay. All right, so I figured 10 minutes, we'll break it down into
hey, what's up, y'all?
10-minute segments or 15-minute segments. We'll talk about the Popeyes chicken sandwich, and then we can talk about the relationship. Or you want to just do relationships as well? And then on the relationship. You tripping. You tripping over
I know we are corrupted. Our brains are crazy.
Yo, they put that joint out on social media and people went crazy. Boy, I said, Chick-fil-A been had a chicken sandwich.
Well, shut up, okay?
I ain't seen nobody rushing
to
Chick-fil-A for a chicken sandwich.
Stop playing. What is wrong with us as a whole? What's up, y'all?
I don't get it.
How y'all doing? I do not want to hello, send me some hearts, send me some love. Let me know that y'all here. Okay. What's up? Yeah. What's up, YouTubers? How are y'all? Thank you guys for watching. Share our video. Like it, like it, like it. Go on our YouTube page, guys. Sador Radio. SADIOR. Like our video. Watch it, like it, share it. What's up? What's going on? How is everybody doing on this cold night? Isn't it cold? Oh my gosh. Where's the heat?
Come for me out there with no food and no clothes, or just alone without a friend. I'm just a little number.
What's up, y'all? I've been cutting my Facebook live off, so I'm sorry. But no, it's good because I want y'all to tune in. Tune in to SadorRadio.com. Live direct. Or YouTube. I know y'all watch YouTube. Come on, YouTube, watch it. I'm looking at the numbers. I'll see if you do. Sador Radio. Keeping it real, part 2. Part 2. Part 2.
I want to say.
What y'all think about that Popeyes chicken sandwich? How many of y'all like it? Did y'all have it yet? How many of y'all had it? How many of y'all had it? Who had Popeyes chicken sandwich? What's up, y'all?
I ain't hear what he was talking about.
So, y'all, when we come back, we talking about the Popeyes chicken sandwich. How many y'all had tried? How many? And did you like it? Watch us on YouTube. Do it radio. Y'all can ask questions on anything. What's up, y'all? And we are back, guys. We just all right. Shout out to our veterans. If you're just joining us, it's keeping it real with hands off. I'm here with my co-host Shell. We talked a little bit about everything. The Harriet,
the movie. If y'all didn't go and see this new Harriet movie, go out and see it. Great movie.
Veterans. We talked about the shootings in Philadelphia. So I want you guys that's listening, if you weren't tuned in, to go watch us on YouTube. Sadora Radio, keeping it real with hands off. We had part 1 and part 2, but we just wanted to talk a little bit about this Popeye's chicken sandwich, y'all.
Please, if you, I mean, I am just kind of on some other type time. Like, I don't understand what is this outrage about this Popeye's chicken sandwich. I have yet to taste it. If anybody has tasted, please. 215-909-6070. Please call in because I want to know what the hype is about this. Chick-fil-A done had a couple chicken sandwiches and I'm lost as to what Popeye got going on. I mean, just the other day, somebody got stabbed over, and don't get me wrong, it wasn't over the chicken sandwich, but they were standing in line for the chicken sandwich and they cut in line. So it was the principle of cutting in line. But make a long story short,
it's because
that chicken sandwich. He was tripping because he wanted a chicken sandwich that bad that he cut in line to get the chicken sandwich.
Well, I had it.
Another employee body slammed somebody, broke 6 ribs, kneecap, and shattered their arm.
You know what?
All because of this chicken sandwich. People are fighting. There's a video. I'm sorry, y'all.
Crazy.
I don't mean to laugh because it's really not funny. But it just amazes me how something so simple, a chicken sandwich, has people going off like that. There's a video showing there's an argument that starts in line. The lady pushes the guy, and then next thing you know, you just see him walling off and just start punching her. Boom, boom, boom. All because of this hype of this chicken sandwich. And we got bigger things that we need to be worrying about than some daggone making Popeyes even richer than they already are. If we took this time and energy and put into ourselves and our community, just like we were talking about getting the guns out of our community, getting the drugs out of our community, why can't we stand in line like we standing in line for this chicken sandwich? The lines are around corners.
And we have yet to hear of Popeyes giving anything back.
How about that?
Since they have made this money, I have yet to hear, and if I'm wrong, correct me, but I have yet to hear Popeyes give anything back. Scholarships, anything. But yet we are out here.
We just saying we ain't
if
heard.
I'm wrong, then correct me. But with that being said, we're still out here acting like fools over a chicken sandwich. And this is really over a chicken sandwich.
909-6070. Please call. And I want to talk about this chicken sandwich, is it really that good that we can justify people acting like this?
Or is it the chicken sandwich? You know what I'm starting to believe with our culture is that it takes one thing to pop off as far as phones, clothing, food. You get the right person to hold the right thing, and it becomes a
mass
frenzy.
Like people go crazy. They put out there, yo, if I got the gift of gab and I know how to sell something, I'm on social media, yo, chicken sandwich, Popeyes, yo, taste this joint. I bite into it. I got, yo, this the truth. Go get it. I got all these people now going to Popeyes.
Yeah.
Why can't we use social media to address the gun issues? Exactly. Why can't we use social media to address the drugs in our community? Why are we not using social media as a foundation to get our families back together, to call our young Black men and our older men to now step up to the table and now begin to lead us again like it used to be?
Exactly.
Why are we not? We have foundations in place. And I mean, we got to start somewhere. Like the caller said, we can't give up. No. Giving up isn't an option, but then we got to say, where do we begin? I get don't give up, but where do we begin?
I know in our situation, we don't have the power that the government has. So it has to start at home. We have to teach self-love. We have to teach from babies how to be kind. People do not know how to be kind today.
If you are kind nowadays, you're looked upon like it's something wrong with you.
You're a sucker. If you are nice today, you are called.
Why are you so nice? Look at this.
Yes. I go into work every day, and my first reaction when I make eye contact with somebody is to say good morning. But ask me how many good mornings
you
get back.
They look at you like, yeah, what's so good about it?
Yeah, I mean, it's just that's a habit of mine. Yeah, that's something that was instilled in me when you make eye contact.
When you walk into a room,
exactly,
you greet the parties in that room.
Oh yeah, not anymore.
When you walk past someone on the street, what's wrong with making eye contact? And even if I don't speak, I could give a smile. You know. Or good morning, good afternoon, hello.
Being kind.
It's those days no longer exist. We talk about we the city of brotherly love. Where's the love? In Philly, where's the love?
There is none. Why are we teaching our kids to be so mean to one another? You have little small children. I'm telling you, I have a cousin that works with very small children. And some of the things she tells me that they say to one another is disheartening, because what do they know about this? So then it goes back to the parents. It goes back to the parents. What's going on, y'all? With the parenting skills. Don't be afraid to take a parenting class if you don't have it. Just because you have a baby doesn't make you a mother. It doesn't give you the tools to be a mother.
Or
father. But I'm starting with the mothers because I'm a mother and I know we hold it. We started off. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, you have a lot of single moms out here. Let's just say that. You got some single dads, but you got a lot of single moms. We have to start being kind, teaching our children to be kind to one another. We are actually out here fighting, and is it really over the Popeyes chicken sandwich? Or is it because we're just angry people in general? We're angry. We're always angry. Everybody's angry. You're eyes. You're driving, they hold your horn. You got road rage. You're trying to run somebody off the road. You're on the phone with the people and you're cussing the bill collectors out. You know you owe the bill. You know you gotta be paid. But you won't cuss the bill collector out
because they bad. They call it. That's their job to call you.
Yeah. What's going on? Why are we so angry? What do we have to do to get the fun back? We have to have fun.
Then people don't know how to clean fun. fun, y'all.
Yes.
Clean fun, not beating people up and seeing the reaction of what I did to a person and laughing off of that. That's not fun. Clean fun where we can laugh like, you know.
Family get-togethers don't end up in a fight. Because you know all family.
Look, the holidays is coming. Holidays is coming. We want to keep it nice. We want to just have fun and just laugh and be able to enjoy each other and be respectful. Respect has so gone out the window. And that's part of key. There is no respect for each other. But a lot of times it comes to broken families, y'all, which leads me to our last and final topic for the evening. What makes a successful relationship? And when I say about what kind of relationship, I'm talking about an intimate relationship. That is what I'm talking about. And we have gotten away from that. That's why we have so many single families now, because as men and women, we can't seem to keep it together to raise our families in a successful, good, healthy setting. We have so many unhealthy relationships out here. So what makes a successful relationship? Give us a call, 215-909-6070. You can watch us live on YouTube, Sador Radio. Listen in, www.sadorradio.com. Sador is SADIOR, RADIO. I looked it up. Some of the key things they said that makes a relationship successful is we need to love each other. The love is gone. That's across the board. Absolutely. But how we start to begin to try to get love again is to teach our children, show our young ones growing up that love.
Yes. Hugs. Kisses.
Love, kisses, hugs. It don't make you weak because you want to love and you want to hug and you want to kiss on your kids and your wife and your husband. That don't make you weak. Clear and constant communication. You can't ever begin to shut down, because once communication is lost,
that's it.
That's it. It's doom moving forward. Clear, meaning I can't be so introverted that I begin to shut down and say, I ain't talking about nothing.
I don't want to talk.
I don't want to talk. This conversation is over, because once you begin to do that, like I said earlier, you can't grow. You can't never get through this thing. And you must be clear, because a lot of times communication isn't clear and somebody is talking and the other person on the other end isn't even receptive to what you're saying. They just looking at you and they just like, okay. They still don't know what you're talking about.
Or they don't want it to register because it may be your tone.
Correct. It may be your tone. It may be your approach.
Exactly.
All right. So now we go to complete trust in each other. Complete trust. You laying everything on the table. I got to trust you. You got to trust me. And we're relying on that trust. We do not have trust. People are afraid to trust because they've been hurt before, because life experiences has shown them that I've tried to trust and I've gotten burnt every single time. So then when someone comes into their life that's like, yo, why should I trust you when I've heard other people say, yo, you can trust me. I done came open to you and you used it against me. It's hard to trust. Complete loyalty. These are the things that when you go for a job interview, they ask, are you loyal? You reliable? You know, can I trust you? Right. Why would it stop in a relationship? If my job puts me on a 90-day probation and I can't fulfill these things within 90 days, they'll fire you.
They sure will.
They'll be like, all right, you know what? Thank you for coming out. Get your first paycheck, however many. And you're done. You're done. So why do we not hold that just as serious, if not more,
when it comes to
the relationship? Patience. Our tolerance level is extremely low, probably non-existent when it comes to being patient.
I don't think nobody has patience.
I don't think nobody has patience.
What happened, y'all?
Again, this isn't just about an intimate relationship. We can apply all of these things to just everyday life, whether it be a relationship at work, whether it be a relationship with your children, with mom and her sister or whoever, siblings. Respect for each other. All right, again, the topic is what makes a relationship successful. And these are some of the things that we are addressing that I looked up that said these are the foundation to making a relationship successful. Please call in 215-909-6070.
What do you think? What do you think holds a relationship together?
Earnest acceptance. Acceptance. This is who I am. You know, accepting flaws,
understanding into a relationship and turn into somebody totally different, and you know them from the past, and you be like, really?
That's not you.
Like that.
And don't get me wrong, we can grow, we can evolve as people. That's true. But if it's not for the betterment, and if it's just a facade, just to maintain something, it's temporary, and it's not going to last, because the who you truly are is going to come back to light. You can't carry on a facade, but so long.
Absolutely.
Develop a heart. See, this is deep right here. Develop a heart of serving your partner. That right there would cancel so many people out. Because this is where it comes to self-sacrifice, where you put yourself to the side and you sacrifice self for the benefit of someone else.
And that's a hard one. That's a hard one. Not many people are able to do
and
that.
A lot of people are not able, because I can have a bad day. Say me and you are in a relationship. I can be having a bad day. You're having a bad day. I'm like, babe, what was your day like? And you start telling me, and I know I had a bad day too, but I realized yours was worse. So when you asked me how was my day, of course, I had a great day, babe, because I realized your situation was way worse than what I even experienced today. I now sacrificed myself,
and you know what, that is
for
so
the
hard,
benefit of my mate, because I realize you right now ain't the time for me. You know, I need.
But normally when somebody asks you that, whether they say they
what did they say, you be like, no, because my day
that
was worse than your day, and you start running down instead of saying, yo, today ain't my day. I can actually eat my day, but I realized like my person, ain't that deep? Wow. That's where I have to self-sacrifice.
Did y'all hear that? That is
and that's
deep.
On a small level, because it could be bigger. That could say, yo, you know what? I know I was supposed to go hang with my boys or hang with my girl tonight. I know we said we was going to go to the movies tonight, but my babe,
she is
going through it. My dude, my girl, whatever. I realized that you need me more than my girl, more than my boy. Am I willing to say, yo, I know we were supposed to go to the game tonight. I know I was supposed to watch the game tonight. But I can't. Cancel. I'm going to cancel because I realized that my babe needs me more so than a game, than my friend. And can the friend be understanding about that? Give us a call, 215-909-6070. We got about 20 minutes left, y'all, before we're done for tonight.
That was a deep one, because I don't know if, I don't know. Sometimes I think you just be so caught up in the moment, you don't even realize the stuff that you do and how it affects other people. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, if your mate tells you they had a bad day and you know you've had a bad day, would you not tell them about your bad day?
Do you sacrifice your day how you're feeling? Because you say, you know what, my babe had a much worse day. I'm going to eat mine today. I'm going to eat it. And then hopefully your partner realizes at some time they need to also sacrifice that day and themselves for the other party.
That's what goes back to that communication piece.
That's where it comes back to.
That communication piece is deep.
You know, loving each other. Because if I love you, I don't want to hurt you.
Absolutely.
I want to be able to say, I'm there to hold you down. I'm there to make you feel better. I'm there to respect you, love you, patience, loyalty, trust. All of those things, those components that they say makes a successful relationship. If we look at ourselves in the mirror, before we say, yo, I want a relationship, am I able to give this?
Right.
I think these are some of the things that we need to entertain and sit and say, yo, before, I'm feeling you, I'm liking you, all of those things is real. But can I love on you?
Stop letting
and can you love on me back? Stop letting the hype of the oh my God, we're having so much fun and all of that stuff, and not think about, can this person provide these things? Because if you can't provide them, can I provide?
Yeah. Can I give these things?
Because and both parties have to be coming with these things.
Yeah.
And if you're not coming with all of it, but a percentage of it, you got to be willing to work on it to create that level of balance.
Absolutely.
You have to. If I can't love on you, or I'm the loving one, I'm loving all on you, and you can't love on me in return, then why are we in a relationship?
Yeah.
You're not that person for me because you ain't never going to change.
Nope.
If you know, and again, we have to start being able to look at ourselves in the mirror and say and admit, this is who I am.
Exactly.
This is who I am. I need to find a partner, a mate that is equivalent to the way that I am. That is what makes a relationship successful, is that two parties now have to come together and they're on the same page and their relationship works for them.
Right. Right.
But if I'm not a loving type, or I'm kind of introverted, then hold up now. Maybe I need to find somebody that might be the same way, because they'll understand, yo, this is me, that's you, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Hey, it works for us. But if I'm a loving person, I'm not introverted, I like to talk about everything, and you don't, and I'm annoying you because I'm that kind of person that wants to talk about everything, why are we trying to be in something that we know can be? Yeah. Because it's always going to be a clash.
For the temporary satisfaction.
It's a temporary thing that it's all, I don't care if it lasts for 3 months, good. It's coming back. Because the reality, the core of who both individuals are, it can't work. Because y'all ain't on the same time. Y'all ain't on the same page. Again, give us a call, 215-909-6070. Yes. What makes a relationship successful? If you have a successful relationship, call us in. Call us. Let us know what made your relationship successful. Is it all of those things I've stated? Is it something else that is unique about your relationship that you can now add to it and help somebody else out?
We are definitely in a phase of life where relationships are so hard to keep. You know, back in the day, relationships work, marriages work. Married 50 years, 20 years. Now, if you get a 5-year run, you good.
And no one's saying
it can't. But I'm just saying, I don't think we're putting the work in.
Exactly. I just don't think.
Exactly. The work
I
is
think
not
it's very easy to give up.
And to judge a relationship off of these reality shows and everything else that's going on, it's not that. We live in a world where it's real.
Or to have a false perception that it's always going to be perfect.
Exactly.
That we're all, because see, you have to come to a place where I can disagree with you lovingly. I may not agree with what you say. I may not understand what you say, and I'm looking at you like you crazy. But at the end of the day, I'm doing it with love.
Exactly.
That I'm not making you feel stupid. I'm not intentionally being malicious, hurting your feelings or anything like that.
Self-love.
And a lot of people, I don't think, love self.
They don't.
Because if I don't love me, how can I love you? That's impossible.
And being selfish. You have a lot of people who are selfish.
It's all about me.
You know, it's what I get out of it. What makes me happy? Why am I happy? Why?
And you don't even know how to make somebody else again, this is about sacrificing self to help someone else.
Exactly.
And we're not living in those type of times. That's the selfishness, where it's I'm loving on me and I'm going to get as much as I can get from you.
And that even goes back to your parenting. If you're a selfish parent, like you have some parents who are selfish, they make it about them. They don't have, the interest in the children. You know, they live for themselves. They don't want to make statements
to their children. Yeah. Oh, well, had I not had you, I wouldn't be where I'm at now. Like, you got to think about how that mentally and emotionally affects a child.
Words hurt. And that's the number one thing that I tell people all the time.
And even as adults, if you're not a strong-minded adult,
right,
certain things can break your spirit.
Exactly.
If you don't believe in self.
Exactly. So important that you be mindful of the words that you use. And I learned that with, getting older. You say some things to people that's just that they don't forget, and it's easy to roll off the tongue, but it's hard to take back. So that's one of the things that we have to stop. Again, that's that hate, being hateful, being mean. Like everybody is so mean, uptight. We have to show some love. Love.
Definitely.
Even now today, people think with relationships and all different. It's about spending money. Everybody wants to spend their top dollar, and they think if they spend their top dollar, that
sex.
That's love. That's not love.
That's not love.
That's not love. Money doesn't mean anything. Does it make you happy? Absolutely do. If you buy something that costs a lot and give it to someone, you're going to see them smile.
Yeah, but it's a temporary satisfaction. It's not money, gifts, none of that is going to be there when you're sad, when you're down. You can go buy as many clothes as you want to fill that void or attempt to. And at the end of the day, when you've worn every bit of clothes, where you've worn every shoe, every piece of jewelry, whatever your thing may be, you still have a piece that's missing.
Absolutely.
And you'll never be able to fill that void. And you keep searching to find it. Oh, I tried it in clothes. That didn't help. I'm going to try it over here. Drugs. Whatever your thing may be. And you still feel empty. You still feel it. So at the end of the day, you have to find something that is worth filling that void. For me, I don't knock anybody's thing, but it's a spiritual belief that I have that fills a void that nobody, no man, no materialistic item can satisfy you.
I know that's right.
It can't. That's a void that only that spiritual aspect can fill. And once you get that fullness of that, everything else automatically falls into
place. Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when we walk around with that void missing, we continuously keep searching and searching and searching and wondering why I'm never satisfied. Why am I still looking? Why am I still searching? What's wrong? What's wrong with me? Why can't I get it right? Until one day, hopefully, everybody experiences this and they get that void full. You'll never, ever let anything or anyone ever take that from you. That's just how deep it is. And again, that's me. I don't knock anybody else's thing. What your thing is your thing.
Right.
But that in itself is the foundation that you need. And then you can have a successful relationship. And then you can have
the family
atmosphere. You can have that whole Popeyes, we ain't fighting over chicken sandwiches because it's really not the chicken sandwich that we're fighting over.
It's just some mean-spirited people.
Exactly, like Vet said, it's mean-spirited people because at the end of the day, that void is missing. It's not filled, and it's filled with hatred. It's filled with anger. It's filled with maliciousness, vindictiveness. All of those negative things are now in that space.
And just know that Popeye's chicken sandwich gonna have your cholesterol high as heck. And we all gonna be sitting up there with heart problems and everything. And it goes back to our sister show. What is it? Tea Talk.
Tea Talk.
Mind, body, and soul. Getting it right. Eating healthy. Living healthy. All of that matters. Just getting yourself together. Getting yourself healthy. Eating. And I know I say it all the time. I know. Even with me, I know once I make that change of eating right and just living healthier, that I'll feel better as a whole. You know, when you
eating right, being mindful what you watch, what you listen
the things that you take in, the music,
all of those
the
things,
internet, the social
the people
media
that you associate yourself with. I don't know if y'all ever been around certain people that when you finish talking to them, you feel so weighted, so
heavy.
You ain't even happy. You was all happy. Then they called you. You talk to them. You like, you hang up. You be like, what's wrong with me now?
Yeah.
They just bring a vibe that be like, and once you cut them out your life, you feel a whole lot better.
And sometimes you just call somebody just to say, hey, I just was calling to say hi.
Just say hi.
Just
I don't want no conversation. Exactly. I was just saying hi. I was just checking on you and end it.
Yeah.
And end it. Everything don't have to be a prolonged conversation because I might not have nothing to talk about. I may just want to hear your voice.
Exactly. We want
But it's time to wrap up, y'all.
Yeah, it's 8 o'clock.
It's already 8 o'clock. Oh, Thank you for listening. Keeping it real with hands off. Yeah. We will be back on the 4th Tuesday of November.
Exactly.
Again, you are listening to www.sadorradio.com, SADIORRADIO. We are on YouTube Live.
Go
which
watch
is
our
under
show.
Sador Radio
tonight.
Correct. And you can look at it at a later date. Just go to Sador Radio on YouTube Live. And again, we thank y'all for listening to Keeping It Real with Hands Off. Have a good night.
Here with some good old Stevie Wonder, y'all. Let's get our mind right before we go to bed tonight. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank you, YouTube.